Hey guys, it's Dave. I'm going to do a quick trade review here. I just entered CORT Therapeutics. I found this one on one of my scans, a higher short float scan, also organized by the TI Trade Ideas score. Higher the score, the better. So CORT here, it's got a score of 92. Going over here, short float, 24.14%. Days to cover, so around 23 days to cover. And so I like those numbers. I also like the cash to debt ratio there, pretty high. So if I were to hold it for longer term, this would meet my my criteria for that. But it's a little extended for me for longer term, so I'm gonna try and swing it short term here. So if we look at the weekly here, this thing is just, I mean, it's certainly extended on the weekly, but it's at all-time highs. That's the point of it, right? And so the look that I like here is this consolidation. It just exploded out of there. And then this red line is the 5-day SMA. And then it consolidated here a little bit, nice little pullback, exploded out of here. And this is really the first time it's pulling back with the price correction to the 10 EMA. So this is just a simple breakout and pull back to the 10 EMA play. This is how I am doing it. So this is from, so I was watching this as it was consolidated. I just missed this entire move. But you know, you get distracted, is what it is. You can see I have an anchor VWAP here. I was waiting for price to get above that. So ideally my entry would have been on like the 12th of September. But oh well. So it held this anchor VWAP and now it's cruising. Again, there's a 5-day MA there. It's pointing upwards. All short-term MAs are pointing upwards. This is a 50-day SMA, 20 and 10 EMAs, and then 5-day SMA. So everything's pointed upwards. And it just kind of broke out of here. Now it's pulling back to that area and close to the 10 EMA. I like the lower volume on the pullback as well for the daily, lower relative volume there. So going back to it, if I go on the 5-minute, this is my entry time frame. What I did, there's anchor VWAP for the day, this red line. Okay, it is over VWAP. It chopped around for quite a bit, but now it's put in this nice little consolidation. And right now it's moving higher. But I do recognize that this right here is the anchor VWAP from this high. I can also, I think I took it away earlier. We can do an anchor VWAP from, actually, let me delete that. That was not a good spot. I'm going to do that from this day where it broke out and moved. Boom. So these are going to be important levels for me to watch for potential supply. I will hold through as long as this low holds. Okay, I entered at 45.24, this circle here. Okay, as long my stop loss is underneath the low of this huge move. So basically, if this trade is invalid, that means this breakout from this level here and the move higher from the overall consolidation in this area has failed. And so it would turn into like a look above and fail situation where price would come back down. So I don't want this price to come back and just give back everything that it's done, right? So right now it's kind of clearing up this supply up here. I would expect maybe some supply in this area. Let me clear that out. I like rectangles more, so I'm going to say I'll be watching this for potential areas of supply. So it is coming up to it, right? But then, you know, it's holding this anchor VWAP from today's low. You can see it respected it. I've been using this to find potential lows on pullbacks because I find that price typically respects them. So it's like it has an algo based on that low and price just kind of bounces off of it. So it's kind of what I'm looking for. It's a theory, it's a test. I'm just looking to see what's going to work. So I'm looking at this level here for potential supply from these guys over the past, 3 days up here. And then I'm also looking for supply at these potential levels, anchor VWAP from this high, and then anchor VWAP from the day that it broke out. Other than that, I am expecting it to maybe chop and pinch and then continue to curl on upwards. But I always want it to respect this anchor VWAP from that potential low basically the low of this day. So basically undercut yesterday and came back in this area. We have 2 days of overlapping value now. Everything's pointing upwards. Buyers are in control from today. Let's see if buyers are in control from yesterday. Buyers are now in control from yesterday. And so they just keep the pressure for buyers to sell is getting less and less as price and time continues down here. So it's got to wait for sellers to be cleared out, and then hopefully it continues to run up. If not, again, I have my stop loss in underneath the breakout day, again, on volume. Okay. It would have to give everything back, and it would have to kind of flush that 10 EMA. I'm at risk of getting flushed out and then getting pulled back, but I'm trying to time this entry nicely to where I don't have to worry about that. And hopefully this low is the low for, I don't know, before the next run up. Hopefully that makes sense. Comment, share, like, all that good stuff if you guys enjoy these. Thanks for your time. Have a great weekend. Take some time away from the charts.